37. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh man, that was a little scary going around that corner at 30, but it's managing. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Check it out. It's the review of the EAHORA M1P. Now this is a cool electric scooter. These guys contacted me at EAHORA and like, hey, do you want to review our cool like road Harley Davidson bike scooter? I'm like, heck yeah. So anyway, this is going to be fun. It's a big scooter. I mean, this thing weighs like 200 pounds, this package right here. So we're going to open this up, unbox it with you, and then set it up. I'm going to do like a full-on tutorial, like real-time setup. Once it's together, we're going to go out, hit the road, see how this thing does, probably get some drone video, and just see how this EAHORA M1P scooter works. Go ahead and have the links down below, down in the description. So if you want to check it out, check the pricing, you know, check the shipping to your place, because this is a pretty large box here, pretty heavy. Anyway, let's break into it. So right off the bat, we have a box with, looks like the charger. We've got a nice little bag here, zipper bag, labeled the M1. And I just want to take everything out, and then we're going to go in depth in each of these things. But for now, let's just get all this stuff out of the box. Looks like mirrors. Okay, we got mirrors right here, and we'll get that out of the way. All nicely packaged and covered. So we're just gonna pull all this stuff off. And ooh, yeah, so I got like the jewel green. It looks, I thought that looked like a dent, but maybe it's just like a little dimple for manufacturing. They also have like an apple green, they have candy apple red, they have black. So boy, what's the best way to pull this thing out? I'm gonna go ahead and flip the box over. This is what I should have done. There we go, so it's upside down, right? Woo, and we have a different view of it. That's the battery, look at that. There's the kickstand that kind of dug into the box. Wow, look at that tire. Dude, that's a massive, that rim, that almost looks like polished aluminum. Man, this thing looks like it's gonna be nice. Okay, so that's the first step. And then when we flip this thing over, we'll be able to just pull the box all the way off the top. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Easier, way easier that way, because all the weight's on the bottom where the battery is. Here's how it is with one person. Woo! Oh yeah, we get all this off. We can see it. That'd be a good thing to save for like even just a temporary bike cover. Very well packed. Look at that. It's got like a cloth bag here to protect that fender. Look at this thing, guys. My, my, my. That's that high power motor encompassed in the rim there. Really nice blinkers, tail lights, little spot for a license plate if you wanted to make this thing street legal. This is technically a scooter, so, you know, I mean, it'll only go a certain mile per hour unless you modified it. Whew, it's like Christmas all over again, isn't it? I love doing this stuff with you guys and just unwrapping things like this for the first time. Who doesn't, right? But yeah, they left the shower cap on the seat when they packaged it up. Look at that. Look at that seat, man. That feels pretty good. Man, this is going to be a cruiser. Woo-wee. Mock gas tank. It's electric, right? So we don't need to put gas in this thing. That is awesome. That looks like a little area, cargo area right there. And this is where you'd put your feet. Nice front fender. Really well protected. Look at that. No scratches, no flaws at all, because they wrap it with this foam protectant and then this cloth bag protector. So the tire's just kind of jammed under it. So it looks like we'll need to lift it up a little, roll that tire out. The front tire. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's a disc brake. Aluminum rim. Man, This is nice, guys. You know, that's a hefty weight too on that thing. Okay, a couple of little bolts falling off, so just be careful when you're unpacking this. You know, make sure that you're not losing any of these bolts that are slightly screwed in. There we go. There's the keys that kind of fell out while I was unpacking it. Wow, it's got like an alarm system on it. Cool. This is the charge port where the charger is going to plug in right there. Nicely protected with a rubber cover. Let's see if we can unlock the battery area. Let's see how that pops off. This is kind of my only con right now. This piece of plastic just feels like it could be a little more rubberized maybe. It would be nice if they could put a rubber coating on it. That'd be cool because it just seems like kind of brittle. And there's the big old battery. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Okay, so you're gonna have to take it out anyway to plug it in. So another connector right there, which has its own sealable port. And check it out, a handle. That's great. Buy an extra battery, and or if the battery eventually goes bad, you can just swap it out with a new one. If you do hit something on the bottom, at least this is metal. Don't really need to do anything in here except plug this thing in. I'm glad they did leave it unplugged for shipping and stuff. So that's all the length you're gonna get. I like how even the plug has a little pull handle. So let's plug this in. Just set it down like this. I heard a little pop. That was a little arc pop. And then you can kind of see how these things tuck in and away. So it looks like that battery is going to kind of be like moving around in there. You see that? But I mean, it's a cruiser. It's not an off-road bike, so it's not like you're going to be bouncing all over. So hopefully that doesn't really matter. Here's how you put the cover on, front first, and then back second, and then turn that key. You see how that's just flexing like crazy because it's such a big area? And it has that middle empty area. So maybe if they could put some foam in underneath to kind of brace everything together, because it seems like that battery is going to shake around in there a bit. So, you know, note to these guys, little improvement you could do there. Compressed air spring. It does look like there's some adjustments. There's a collar here that looks like it rotates. So we've got some suspension adjustments for your weight. The tires are full of air, so you've got the air inlets, you know, just like a regular bike would have. And then if you want to arm it, you press the lock and it's armed. So let's see what happens if we shake it, if it's armed. Oh, sweet, the headlight turns on. Oh, that's so cool. It just shut off. So it sounds like it just goes and does that for about, what was that, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then shuts off. Let's see if it's still armed if we hit it again. Yep. And there's the rear. That's so cool. Disarm it. Well, let's get these handlebars up. And for that, we're gonna break into the M1 accessories. So let's see what we got. So we got our manual right here. Range 40 to 60 kilometers, maximum torque 95 Nm, maximum climbing 18%, guys. So this isn't really a high power for climbing, okay? A lot of the boards and other bikes can do at least 20. Maximum speed 20 kilometers per hour. We're gonna see what the mile per hour is. Design top speed 45, okay. Load 200 kilograms, and the weight of the bike 100 kilograms. That's the all-up weight with everything mounted up on it. Rated power of the motor, it's a 2000 watt in that rear. Brushless DC motor. No real pictures on like how to install stuff. Let's see what else we got. This looks like a little tool bag. 2 large wrenches and 2 Allen wrenches, pretty large ones. And what's this? Oh, cool, this is like your phone holder. Neat. I'll just go ahead and check out the charger real fast. So you got your main power plug, and then we have the charger. A little product manual on the charger as well, and it looks like a couple of fuses, just in case. Oh, nice. So it's an aluminum heat-sinked external case, and it looks like you have 220 or 110 volt switch there. It's got a cooling fan. Looks like a pretty quality charger. We can plug this either into the bike or straight into the battery. So if you had an extra battery, it's kind of cool. You can charge that extra battery with this same charger if the other battery's in the bike already. If you wanted to see the specs on the charger right there. 5 amp output, So it's going to take a while to charge because that's a big battery. Well, that's everything you get, guys. Let's go ahead and put these handlebars on. So the larger Allen wrench fits these handlebar clamps. Seeing maybe a little bit of a finish problem here. You know how usually you have those grooves? It looks like these are either not stamped in very well or they're partially painted over. So, you know, you want to have those grooves so this thing doesn't slide up and down. So that looks like a little bit of a con there. Okay, and that's how those suckers go. So holding the handlebars like that, and then we just put these clamps on. Pretty self-explanatory. Good starting point on handlebars is to make this line here parallel with the shocks. So we'll just get them a little bit snug. So there you go, handlebars on. Let's see how that thing looks from the front. Sweet, man. Looks like a road bike. I will say this thing was packaged really well. Okay. You know, it's got a little bit of rubbery feel, so you're gonna be able to feel that. Wow, look at that throttle. So like a regular motorcycle throttle. And check this out, fluid reservoirs, front and rear. Nice, I like how they have them clear with that golden fluid in there. This one actually has like a rubber cap. I didn't see one on the other side. That's protecting the finish because this is aluminum actually. Use only .3 or .4 brake fluid. Okay, so left and right mirrors, these can really only go on one way. As you can see, these are gonna be sticking out that way, and then this one's gonna be going out that way. Back this bolt off, you see these bolts? Looks like bolt collar on both of them. Looks like we screw the mirror in first. Just carefully screwing in that mirror there. Okay. And then you pull these guys down to lock that mirror in. Unfortunately, we don't have an open end. These are closed ends here, so we don't have like an open end wrench to put around that. This is an adjustable open end. And I'll give it just a little crank. And then you can adjust just this swivel, right? So mirrors are mounted. Check that out, guys. Okay, guys, so for this cell phone mount, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on. It looks like there is a cable here that's just empty here. I think what this is it's just for power. If you look at the bottom of this mount here, it's actually got just a USB slot, so you can put a USB cable into your phone and have it charging while you're running the bike. Looks like you are gonna need in this step to have your own Phillips screwdriver. So I just grabbed one here. They don't include that in the kit. Maybe something they wanna think about including, just a little, even cheap one, you know, to get you going. Yolin wording facing correctly up, it looks like. And then however really you wanna run this thing, this is just like a pressure fit connector, and that's really it. Crank that thing down where you want it. Cool, okay. So loosen this thing up. Oh, nice clamp. Look at that, how it just like hugs all the edges. That thing is not going anywhere. Very nice. So guys, why do you want a battery to be removable? Well, I need to put it over to a different area of the garage, and I don't want to move my bike over there. There's like no room for it over in that corner. So that's how quick that was to take that thing out. Took me literally like 10 seconds. And I want to charge this battery right over here. Let's see what happens to this green light when I plug it in. I do have it on 120, so let's hope there's no sparks. There we go. The light just turned red. I hear the fan going. Hear that fan? Let that charge. All right, guys, my brother made it over. He's gonna help us put on this tire, my brother Casey, because you really gotta have like somebody to hold the bike up while somebody puts the tire on. So let's give this thing a try. Unscrewing the axle first. If you want to take that out, I'll hold this thing up. I think we're going to have to use those spacers. I think they might be different lengths too, so we'll keep them oriented how they were. That one goes on the right side. Yep.
It looks like.
Oh, there's a little plastic spacer there? Okay.
To keep the brake pads separated.
Got it. So I got to take out that plastic spacer. And then this is always the hard part, getting that brake in there.
There
you go, nice. So spacer in first. That's gonna be the tricky part, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Nice. Okay. Sweet. It's kind of notchy, huh? Maybe they had the spacers on the wrong way. Maybe the short one goes on the left side, or vice versa. Let's try that, I guess. Okay, let's just try this out. I know it's an awkward lift angle. Yeah, it like sits into that little notch.
There's a little sleeve, like?
Yeah, little rubber.
Yeah, there you go. Turn it towards
Got
you.
it. Got it. Okay.
And you're in the brake? Yep. That seems better, dude. Yep.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and lift that again, and I'll just try to spin it. There it is. Okay,
So
the
they had
spacers
that.
were on the wrong sides.
Yep.
So note to self, guys. Check those spacers, because one of these is longer than the other one. And if you get binding like that, just go ahead and switch them. I think that'll do it. Let's crank this down and see if it has any bind issues.
That's good. Yep.
Yeah, okay. You see how, guys, how there's a hole here and there's two holes here? And we're gonna put it on these two and that one in the back. So that's the orientation. Push the fender in a little so you don't scrape it too much. Getting it past those shocks. And then it just goes right over. Cool, man. I think we can take this headlight protector off. Oh, the front suspension. Let's see the rear. Try. Well, so I guess that's all you need. Cool, man. Let this battery charge up and take it on the road. Thanks for your help, bro.
Yo.
Appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get this party started. We are in low speed. Let's see how this goes. Just got to kind of pull out of my driveway here. Got a drone following me, so we can kind of get a feel for it with the drone as well. Okay, you got to remember, right brake's front, left brake rear. Hear that skidding? Okay, once we get out onto the, just a little bit of a test, I guess, in the gravel, which it seems like it can handle. My cell phone's not falling off the mount or anything, which is good. See how that right blinker works? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put the left blinker on and go this way. Surprisingly, wow, this is comfortable, man. I gotta say right now, very comfortable. Okay, remember this is speed 1. I'm gonna full throttle it for a second. It coasts really well. I just let off the throttle and this sucker's coasting. So I could probably do a lot of coasting here coming downhill. It feels really planted. Keep it in speed 1 for now, right? I accidentally hit that red button. Gotta remember to turn off those blinkers. There's that horn again. But okay, well, here we are. Speed 1, I'm gonna full throttle it. Let's see how fast we can get going. Looking at the speedometer there, we're up to 25. Probably going faster than the drone can follow me. 30. I'm going downhill now though, so I'm gonna take it easy. It feels good though, man, wow. Let's get a front view. All right. Suspension's working pretty good. I mean, Let me do another kind of full throttle. Let's see if this thing can keep up. Woo! Hey, it's pretty peppy. It's actually peppier than I thought it would be, guys, just to tell you the truth there. It feels really nice. Kind of hard to see my phone screen at this angle with my glasses. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Easy to drive with one hand. I don't know if you've seen some of my scooter reviews, but with scooters, it's actually kind of difficult to drive with one hand. But this thing, look at this, no problem. Just cruising, you know, no problem. Cruising with one hand. Let's just kind of get a feel for the agility. Yeah, the balance feels nice. It's got that kind of square tire in the back, right? It's kind of the tire's got a flat spot, so you can kind of feel once it gets into its flat spot there. It is kind of like in its little cruise mode, but then when you turn, it's got a little bit of a, it almost wants to keep you level, like up level, you know what I'm saying? So it takes a little bit to lean into it. So what we'll do, guys, since we're just going downhill, but we'll just kind of cruise downhill for a while, you know, and then what we'll start doing is doing some hilly situations. Well, my phone cable just fell out, and that's just because of the bounce. My phone jack is a little weak, so you're gonna want to make sure you have a cord that can clip into your phone good. But so far so good, man. It's feeling good. Just cruising right now at about 17 miles per hour. You know, temperature out right now in the southwest feels like it's about 45 degrees. I'm still in number 1, remember? I put my blinker on here. And let's go ahead and go down the road. Go ahead and turn off onto this road here. Actually, that's a dirt road. I don't want to go over there. Go ahead and just go down to the highway here and then turn around. Going over a cattle guard. And we'll just do so easy turn in, man. I'm not getting any ground scraping for the way I'm turning, you know. Okay, number 1 speed. Let's see how fast we can get going up this hill. All right. Woo! We're going 25 up an incline on number 1 speed. But that ain't too bad. Turn around right here. Not too bad at all. Let's see if I don't have to put my feet down to make this turn. Yeah, doable, man. I thought I was gonna have to put my feet down there. As you know, this is a longer bike. Feeling really good though. We'll make a left here. Got my left blinker on, nice and easy. Full throttle. Remember, this is number 1 speed. Seems like, nice, man. Seems like 25 is the max on kind of incline. I'm gonna switch over to speed 2. Full throttle again. Let's see if we can get, yep, we're going 27, 28. It seems like the same power, you can just get going faster. 30, 31, 32, 33, 32 or 33. Let's try speed 3, full throttle. Watching my voltage on the left, I got 60 volts there. A little bit of an incline. Bike doesn't really want to go too much faster. All right, this is the highest speed 3. Going into this curve, 36, 37. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh man, that was a little scary going around that corner at 30, but it's managing. I'm still full throttle on speed 3, guys, and we're going 37, 36. So it looks like you're gonna max out about 40 maybe even. And this is miles per hour, so I was expecting it to go slower. This is a gnarly corner, so I'm gonna be careful here. All right. Couldn't get that drone up in front of me, but at least it's still following me, right? So far so good, man. It's just not like, it's got like low end, a little bit of low end torque, you know. But it just seems like it ain't gonna give you that top end torque. It just comes on really slow. I've got full throttle now. And it gets up to 30 pretty quick, I gotta say that. Gotta say it's, at this point, I mean, I know this is my maiden ride, but it honestly is doing better than I thought it would, guys. Well, that's pretty cool, man. Okay, kind of speed running it. Let's do it, downhill, full throttle, hitting 41. Woo! Did I lose the drone? I just lost my drone. It's just the range is pretty crappy. So that's the thing about the Skydio drone, guys, is it's just anything over like 30 or so. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's in front of us now. Come on, I know you're looking. You should be able to find it. It's right freaking there. Jeez. Flying to waypoint? What are you flying to waypoint for? I'm right here, dude. Abort. Jeez. Sorry about that. Drone problems again, as usual, right? Looks like the drone battery's getting low. Bike still has 64 volts between, like, you know, as I throttle it, 60 to 64. I can't say that I'm disappointed at all with the bike yet. Oh my God. Nope, drone's gonna land. Very irritating. Irritations of a drone. There it is, right there. Damn you, Skydio. Why don't you work better? At least we get some good shots with it, right? All right, now I gotta carry the drone in one hand and drive home with the other. See how this works. Can't go until we put our kickstand up. Good little safety feature, like I was mentioning. All right, let's head on home. I do have that big old cargo department area on the bottom. Let's try to put that drone in there. Yeah, you see that drone down there? It's just sitting down there. As long as you're not going too fast, I guess you could put things in there, you know, get a little net, cargo net, wrap it around, carry things in there. If you got a box, you can just kind of hold it in with your legs or something. You can kind of hold the drone in with my legs too. All right, back up the gravel driveway. No problem in a little bit of gravel, it seems. So far, you know, bike, 2 thumbs up. Drone, gosh. Always finding the problems with this Skydio, right? Would have been nice if it could have just followed me home with those last few percent it had. Gosh, I didn't think it was that low. Anyway, always finding these little things, right? Let's park the bike, guys. I still got a lot of power. It looks like I'm almost full power still. I mean, I got my voltage here is all the way high. I got 63 volts. Remember, we started at like 67 or something. Miles ridden, 4 miles so far. That was just fantastic. So we were at 3. There's really nothing else you can see on the screen here. All you can do is change your speeds 1, 2, and 3. And like I was saying, it just feels like the torque doesn't really change. Just your top end changes with those 3 speeds. So keep that in mind. You know, I was getting up to 30, 40, and for a scooter, I mean, this is technically a scooter you can put a license plate on. That was fine, you know? I don't think you, whoops, I had my blinker on for a long time there. It would have been nice maybe if they had like a little spring I don't know, spring assist timer. That's kind of asking a lot, but you know, just like something, if it's on, it just automatically goes boop and goes back off, because who's gonna leave their blinker on for over a minute? The seat, super comfortable. No complaints there. I love the look of the seat. It'll be really nice to get some of those saddlebags, and you can see the connections for the saddlebags right here. These little guys, they're holding on the fender, but you back those out, you can put two cool looking saddlebags on the sides of those for extra storage. And then like I was saying, you know, that Skydio, the Skydio has like a rubber pad on the bottom, so it wasn't sliding around on that plastic, but I would say it'd be really easy to get like a bungee tied around here, like some kind of net system, and just net all this in if you needed to. Go all the way around the bottom and have a cool cargo net area right there if you needed to, man. Fit and finish is probably the best kind of feature on this bike. That metallic flake paint, you know, this kind of emerald green look is really pretty. Like I was saying, they have it in all those different colors, red, different shades of green. They have a candy apple green as well, which also has this metallic flake in it. Just really nice looking. It's a fat little tire there. So you're getting a pretty quality bike for the price. I think it's reasonable. And for the amount of ride time I'm getting, it's barely even took a hit going 4 miles. You know, dual disc brakes all over the place, front and rear. I'm loving the red anodized brake handles. And they got these really easy adjuster right here, right in the handle, to adjust the spacing as far as they are away from your hand. Really cool. The grips feel really good. Now I can feel like the rubber kind of getting bitey and grippy since my hands have been on them for a while. All the anodized aluminum is really good. Maybe the two cons I have on this thing, guys. Handlebars, pretty low quality. Remember I was talking about the grip slits in them. Didn't seem like it was manufactured very well. And this top cover right here, kind of really weak, thin plastic. So I'd like to see them even use the same plastic, maybe a little thicker, and then maybe coat this whole thing with some rubber matting, and also the cover with some rubber matting. So you get that kind of like, you know how like your foot pegs have that rubber on them? And those are my two major cons. Everything else is better than I expected it to be, honestly. The brakes work excellent. So we have pretty good quality front and rear disc brakes, hydraulic brakes. Not very advanced on our screens here, but you don't need it to be advanced. You can put your phone on there. If you want to do your GPS, I had my Skydio app up here, and it was kind of helping me track that stinking Skydio, even though it wasn't working out too good. But it was kind of hard to see the phone from this angle with the glare with my glasses on. But yeah, like I was saying, for the screens, nothing special about them. But that's okay. You got your voltage and your power on the left. You got your mile per hour, your speed modes 1, 2, and 3, and your miles traveled total. Let's see if it resets that for the trip. If I turn it all the way off, and then if I turn it on again, it still has my 4 miles. So looks like maybe you can't reset your trip. Another bonus that I didn't expect was for it to have an alarm. I mean, like I was showing you guys initially, pretty cool. You know, you turn your bike off, you get off of it, it locks the steering where it can't turn left very much. Arm your little cool looking scooter going into the store or something. I mean, somebody of course could put it in their truck if they wanted to, but they start touching it. You know, at least you can run out and say, hey, the suspension was fine. It was reasonable for a little scooter like this. I'm just kind of blown away at how fun it was. The handling, excellent. And you know, that 40 mile per hour, that's some pretty good speed for a scooter. So unless you're on the highway watching cars flying past you, you're gonna feel like that's enough speed for this thing. Anyway guys, thanks again for tuning in to my M1 scooter review. Super fun. Go ahead and check out the links down below in the description. If you wanna get your own, check out the website, check out the different colors. I have no doubt if you have the money for this that you will not be disappointed in this scooter. It is fun. It looks like it's good quality in everything that pretty much counts. You know, those couple of cons I talked about, but I'm having fun. I'm happy with it, and I think you will be too, because it's just a great looking bike and really fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.